Hey peeps. So I got a very, very special package from a wonderful friend of mine who gifted me the Ocean Dreams Oracle by Danielle Noel. So this is going to be an unboxing today, and I will have a full review of the deck after I work with her for a while. I will post the link to purchase this deck stateside down below. My friend went through Phoenix and Lotus to purchase this deck, and so if you are stateside, it is a great option. Support an indie business, and it's also stateside as far as shipping goes. Elsewhere, you can look on Danielle's site and purchase there. But I am so excited for this, and you guys know that Danielle Noel, I don't know, I'm so torn with her decks and her artwork, and yet I always end up somehow getting her decks. So I feel like this was really meant to be and was supposed to happen, and I'm very, very much looking forward to feeling into the energy of this deck and the personality of this deck. So this is the outside of the box, and then on the side it's got that ocean view, and then here is the back. And I'm going to read the back to you. The Ocean Dreams Oracle is a sacred call to awaken the ancient wisdom within your oceanic heart. Imbued with healing waters and activating portals, the 64 cards and included guidebook are soulfully designed to nurture your daily reflections and inner whispers. So, Seam Ripper, also a gift from a wonderful viewer. Thank you forever. You're saving my life and my fingernails. All right, so we're gonna open it. It has an interesting, speaking of nails, it almost smells a little bit like my acrylics when they first get done. That's interesting. Okay, so there is a little scent to mine. Oh, the box has that nice velour, velvety, luxurious feel to it. And the box opens up and it says, "Eternal beloved, bless your oceanic heart" here. I believe Danielle's a Pisces, and this deck is probably going to be like a Piscean dream, I would imagine. Here is the guidebook, Ocean Dreams, a Mystic Oracle. Still has that lovely soft velour feel. And then on the inside of the box, it says, "I am transformative, I am expansive, I am infinite, I am deep, I am intuitive, I am creative, I am a vessel of magic." We have more of that reflected sun and water imagery here. I will say, as a collector and a Taurus, I love the edging on this, and it is definitely a major part of why I've been considering purchasing this deck for some time. So here is the backing. Okay. I love some of the imagery. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I was like, wait a second. If this is the image for every card backing, I might not really like that. Thank God. It's just like the little card about Danielle. She talks about each card being a portal, an altarpiece, and a doorway. So, and then there is like a prayer to Mother Ocean here. That's nice. Okay. Whew. Much better. Okay, this is the actual card backing. Very pretty. And there's almost this, can you see that face image there at the bottom? There's like chakra call here. Okay, and the cardstock is super yummy, and that velour velvety feel that I really, really love. That's very sumptuous and very yummy. Okay, so let's just take a look at the guidebook for a second. So the guidebook is 200 pages long, and it looks like there's a very nice solid intro section, which I will read later. And then there are very small card representation here. There's keywords. It looks like there's an affirmation, and then there's information about the card itself. And there's a transmission illumination part, as well as it looks like some practice recommendations for your spiritual practice. So this is definitely a guidebook that you're going to want to reference if you feel called to purchase this deck yourself. All right, so let's look at the imagery together. Okay, so I have been longing for an ocean themed deck in my practice. but I experience the ocean not in this soft mystical way, but more in a very roaring magical crone way. So, and I think that that's in part because I'm here on the Atlantic Ocean in New England, and so our beaches are not soft and sandy. They're rocky, they're cliff-like, they're very, they can be harsh in a way and very loud and alive, right? And when I lived in Mississippi on the Gulf, the ocean experience there was something like I had never experienced in my life before. I was 19 when I lived there, I was 19 and 20 when I lived there. And that was like a shock to me. But I think it's actually more the way that people experience the ocean. So I'm intrigued to see how I'm going to balance. This image is absolutely gorgeous. I actually really like that image. I'm intrigued to see how that's going to translate for me in working with this deck that does feel more Piscean and ethereal and turquoise in its energy. But I don't consider that a bad thing. I like this image too. Convergence here. So I gotta say, the cardstock is just, I'm liking the cardstock. Okay, but I like this. Like that, I'm here for this image. Dreamgate, not so much. Earth Waters, not so much. But this image, Emergence, I love this. That's gorge. Okay, good. See, I'm feeling better because I do feel like there are some representations of how I experience the ocean in here. This is, you know, lovely, not, that doesn't resonate for me. I get this one though, Heart Libations. Totally get that imagery. It's beautiful. So I do think that there's a balance here between the softness and the ultra femme feel of that kind of tropical ocean aspect, but then there's also the intensity and some of the heat of the more moody tempestuousness of the ocean as well. So like Lunar Waters, I feel that energy more there. Magnetic Heart is interesting. Messina here. There's Mermaid for all my mermaid friends. We have Mother Ocean. Move with Ease. That one's very etheric. This definitely gives you all the ethereal vibes. So if you are in that space, oh, I do like No Regrets. That's pretty. Then I think you're going to enjoy this one. Nurture Yourself. I like that. You know, and even for someone like me who prefers more of a dark themed deck, I still am drawn to wanting to work with the feel of this deck as a whole. Here's the protection card. So recalibration, very similar to an earlier card as well, but slight difference with moon and sun energy there. Okay, we got regeneration. And it's very clearly a Danielle deck. She definitely has her own aesthetic, and you really do feel that with this one, for sure. I do like this. Let me just make sure I can, okay. I do like that self-love card. Sorry, my nails are in the way. There's Shadow Waters. Shapeshifter here. Shifting Fear. My son Vincent is gonna love this one because of all the sharks. He's a Pisces baby. I know he will love this deck. Oh, Storm. Okay, see, yes, I'm here for the Storm image. We have Temple of Dreams. Temple of Light, Temple of the Sea. So we have the Abyss here. That's an interesting, that one's interesting. I got to sit with that one a little bit. Interesting depiction there. The Calling. The Source. Oh, I like the Unveiling. That one's lovely. Total Bliss. See, sometimes, some of them I'm just like, oh man, like it's, yep, okay. It's very, it can come across as a little bit cliche, but like I said, in the end, I always end up with her decks. So, you know, sometimes, so often it is about the imagery, but then sometimes it's also about just that a deck can read for you so well, even if you're not really connected to the style or form of artwork. I do like this Voyage card. I do like that. Okay, Water Priestess. Waves of Change. And then the final card is Whispers of Time. So first, hold on guys, I got a call. Excuse me. First thoughts, just right off the bat. The cardstock is sumptuous and divine. The edging is absolutely beautiful in keeping with the theme of the deck. I'm a really big fan of that. There are some card images that I really love. There are some that I'm not feeling very much drawn to from an aesthetic perspective. But if this is anything like her other decks, there is a clarity that she offers sometimes through the imagery that's a little more typical, and it's not so much about the images being something really, you know, necessarily unique or striking, and this is my own personal opinion. So I'm intrigued to see how this is going to read, and I can feel right away that it is going to be a chatty deck insofar as I do think it's going to want to work with others pretty quickly. I'm very, very, very excited to get to know this deck. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, but I kind of knew that somehow along the way I was going to end up with her because, like I said, I've ended up with all of her decks along the line. And there is something to them. Like there's something to be said for that, even if I'm not 100% in love with the artwork. So I'm cautiously excited to work with this deck. Like I kind of want to peek underneath the hood and get to know her a little bit, right? Like, yeah, I'm kind of here for it. So I want to say thank you so much to the friend that gifted this to me. You know me well, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate this gift. I'm very excited to work with this deck. As always, you guys know that I will post a full review once I get to know her well enough. And as always, I am sending you so much love and many blessings, and I will see you in the next video.